Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Lady Sade of Turn It On Empowerment Matters, and this segment is the Lady Sade's kitchen segment, whereby I'll be teaching you and talking on different kind of things we can cook, different kind of recipes we can make, different kinds of food, and different edible things that we can make in our kitchen, around the house, and turn them into business, be able to make money from them, and be able to also upskill our businesses if we already have a business running. So today I'll be showing you how to make Zobo. Zobo is a very common and popular Nigerian African drink. It's also popularly taken by Jamaicans, Caribbeans, and even people of all nationality. So today I'll be making Zobo using Lady Sade's Zobo leaves. This is Zobo leaves by Lady Sade. It's also called sorrel, and it's also called hibiscus, red hibiscus. So this is Lady Sade's Zobo, which I'll be using to make the drink. I'll also be using Lady Sade's ginger powder. This is Lady Sade's ginger powder. It's 100% ginger. It's not adulterated. It's not mixed with anything. This ginger is authentic. It's amazing. It's just the original ginger that you need, all the time. And this is also Lady Sade's cloves. Cloves adds a lot of flavor, is anti-inflammatory, is antioxidants. Cloves is one of men's oldest medicines in history, that men have used, human beings have used, like over the years, and is still very, very much used in natural medicine. This is also vanilla extract. I'll just be adding a little bit of this to my recipe to add some vanilla flavor. And of course, I'm using fresh pineapple. This is my fresh pineapple, which I'm going to be using in this recipe. And I'll also be using 1 cup of sugar. You can actually use the amount of sugar you want, but I'll be using 1 cup for this recipe. Yeah, so let's get into the video. The first thing we're going to do is to cut our pineapple. What we actually need is the pineapple skin. So I'll be cutting my pineapple, and I like to make it chunky so that we can have, like enough juice from inside the pineapple. So I like to make it chunky. So we cut our pineapple, and the skin of this pineapple is actually going to be boiled, and that is what is going to add flavor to the Zobo. It also has a lot of medicinal properties, so when you do this, assuming you're not going to use the whole skin like all that we have here, if you consider it too much, you can actually freeze it and use it some other time. So this remaining part of the pineapple, which is the inner part, the fleshy part, I'm gonna cut it and we're gonna eat it. We could also like use it to make other drinks or other recipes. So but for this particular recipe, what we're gonna need is the pineapple skin. And you can see it has been well washed, and I made it chunky so that it would like give us enough juice. So right now I'll just cut them into smaller bits so that it boils faster. And we're just gonna move on to put them into water. I already have my water like on the stove, and it's already getting hot, so everything is faster. So you just cut it into bits. This is actually much, so I'll just freeze some of them, and the next time I want to make my Zobo, I'll just get it out of my freezer, and just make my Zobo. So it makes it fast. So I'll just cut everything right now, and then I'll put whatever is left in Ziploc and save them in my freezer. So let's move on to putting everything together, and making our drink. Yeah, so I already have my water getting hot, and all I'm gonna do is just to add the pineapple into my water. Yeah, I like to add the pineapple first. I might need to add more water to this. So that's my pineapple, and then I'm gonna add Lady Sade's Zobo. That's the next thing to add. You can do it in any way you want. You can add the Zobo first, or you know, the pineapple first, whatever you choose. But I choose to add the pineapple first. So I'll just pour in my Lady Sade's Zobo. You can see how nice and clean this Zobo is. So when you want to make your drink, make sure you use Lady Sade's Zobo. So yeah, so that's Lady Sade's Zobo there. You know, so I've added my Lady Sade's Zobo, and I'm gonna add, you know, some cloves. You can also add as much as you like. I like cloves. The flavor is very nice and it's very medicinal. And yeah, so that's Lady Sade's cloves, don't forget. I would also add my ginger powder. You know, I just use my own, you know, like eye measurements and all of that, so you can actually add whatever quantity you want to add. And this is Lady Sade's ginger powder. Is as good as using your fresh ginger. You can also use fresh ginger, but I always, you know, like choose to use Lady Sade's ginger powder because it's just as authentic. Yeah, this is a very important part of this recipe. This is sugar. It's good to cook your sugar in your Zobo, in your drink, because it brings out the very, you know, like syrup taste. If you put your sugar after making your Zobo, it won't, you know, like be fully absorbed in your drink. So it's always good to add your sugar and cook it along, you know, so that it becomes like syrup. That's how syrup is made. So you add it so that it has that, you know, very nice, you know, I always call it syrupy, so that it has that very nice, you know, like syrupy taste. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna mix everything together and leave it to boil. So you can leave this to boil for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I think 20 minutes is good, so that all the flavor will come out, so that your sugar will be, you know, like well cooked and everything will be well absorbed, and also your pineapple juice will also come out, you know, very well. So this is actually a lot, because you need just a little bit of Zobo to actually be able to get a lot of drink. And you know, doing Zobo for business is one of the easiest thing that anybody can do. You really don't need much, it's not expensive. Yeah, and so I'm gonna just add like a few drops of my vanilla, you know. Yeah, so I like the vanilla tastes. Yeah, so you know, doing Zobo for business is something that is very interesting. It's something that is very easy to do. You know, you can just do it within 10, 15, 20 minutes and your drink is ready. You can serve this Zobo at parties, you know, for cocktails. You can serve it, you know, at weddings, at any events, birthdays. You know, you can just tell your friends that you make Zobo. You can make Zobo drink for them. Zobo is healthy. Everything we have used in this recipe is all natural. They're all very good for your health, you know. And the sugar shouldn't be too much, because the sugar is not too good, but we just needed it to flavor our drink. So you can make this for parties. You can make it, you know, for your friends, for your family. Post it on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on all your social media handles. You can do it, you know, as your part-time job. You know, it could be your side hustle, as you know, it's popularly known now that, oh, what's your side hustle? What's your side hustle? So making Zobo drink, you know, for friends, for families, for parties, for your clients is a very, very good business idea and side hustle. It's not expensive. You don't need, you know, like to even get a loan. You know, it depends on the country you're at, but I bet you this is not expensive in any way to do. Even if you don't find, you know, like fresh pineapple, You can also use, you know, orange or any other thing that you choose to use. And if you don't find any of those things, you can use, you know, like the ones that are already in dried form. You can use any of those to, you know, like flavor your zobo. You can even just use the vanilla extracts, you know, anything else that you choose. So don't be discouraged. Don't say, oh, this is funny, how can she tell me to make zobo for business? It's not funny. It's a business idea. A lot of people are making millions of dollars and naira and euro and pound sterling from making zobo drink. A lot of big multinational companies are beginning to introduce, you know, like zobo into their drinks. If you go to, you know, like even coffee centers like Starbucks here in Canada, I know they have this hibiscus flavor. That is Zobo. There are different companies, you know, like using them for teas, for different things now. So please don't limit yourself. Don't look down on it. Don't say, oh, no, I can't do this, I can't do that. This is actually a very good and brilliant business idea that you can do. It's a small business. It's, you know, needs just little capital to start, and I just want to encourage you. I'm just passionate about, you know, like encouraging you to start something. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. You know, don't ever say anything is too small for you to do, you know. Yeah, so I had to add some water to the zobo because I saw that the water was not enough. So there are actually two ways that you can add water to your zobo, because it's always very, very concentrated. So you can add your water before, you know, while boiling it, or you can add it after. But honestly, I always prefer to add my water while boiling so that the taste remains consistent, and you know, when you sieve it out, you just have all the juice. You don't begin to water down anything. So it's good to add your water now, and then when your zobo is done, you can leave it to get cold, you know, before packaging it. So you can actually use this same formula to make your zobo, you know, and it will just be very, very amazing. Yeah, so I'll just taste it a little bit now, and then I'll leave it to cook. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, so this is really, really good. The taste is just right, and I'll just leave it to boil for like additional 10 minutes, and then my zobo will be ready. Yeah, so welcome back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Please share this channel, share this recipe, share this business idea to your friends, your families, your loved ones. So our zobo is ready, and I'm going to strain it now. So what you do, you just put your strainer over your bowl. Make sure it's safe, you know. Use something to hold your pot on the sides. Don't use your bare hands because I'm sure it will be hot. So yeah, that's our zobo. You know, I'll just strain it out as much as possible and carefully. Okay, so our zobo is ready. As you can see, it's hot, so I can't put my hand in it or too close to it, but this is our zobo. It is ready. So I'm gonna leave this to cool down, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna, you know, quickly mix a portion of it with cold water so that I'll put it in the bottle to show you how you can actually have your zobo in your bottle to sell to your friends and families, you know. So okay, yeah, so our zobo is ready. Our business idea is ready, is complete, you know. So yeah, this is a bottle of zobo. You can see I just used an empty bottle of water that we have in the house. It's not something I went out of my way to get. Of course, if you want to do this for business, you need to buy clean, you know, like empty bottles. Don't reuse any bottle. Don't pick any bottle up from anywhere to say, oh, I've washed it, I've sterilized it. That is not acceptable. If you're making it for commercial purpose, you need to get you know, like new empty bottles. So you can see, you can make your Zobo like this. You can sell them in your school if you're in the university. You can sell them, you know, to your neighbors in your neighborhood. You can sell them, you know, at office areas during lunch. You can just take them, chill them in your fridge, get ice, put them in coolers, you know, in different ways. Take it there and people will buy them. You will make a lot of money from doing this sorrel drink, this Zobo drink, this hibiscus drink, you know. And of course, if you want to serve it as cocktail, you know, for your parties, you can see I already have ice and some chunk of pineapple in it, and you can just serve it at parties. You see how nice it looks, you know, very presentable. And then, you know, I have them in jugs, so you can just place this your nice jugs on, you know, the table at the party. This jug, I think I bought it from dollar store or something, is not expensive, so you can look for inexpensive jugs, you know, and glasses, you know, to serve your Zobo drink at parties, you know. And don't forget, I use Lady Sade's sorrel hibiscus Zobo leaves, and I also use Lady Sade's ginger powder and Lady Sade's cloves. Lady Sade's products are, you know, very authentic. They are 100%. You're sure where they're coming from. They're made in Canada, and you know, they also add to improve your health, you know. And they are also a very good source of business idea. You can also buy them in bulk, you know, and retail them. You can find it online at www.ladysadefb.com, and Instagram is lady_Sade_FB. You can find all of Lady Sade's, you know, spices and ingredients online to start your business. You know, with this simple business model, you can begin to run to the bank. And let me just give this a taste and tell you how it is. This is so nice. This is so amazing. Zobo is always refreshing. It's very healthy. You can also serve it as tea, you know, but in this recipe we're serving it as, you know, like ready to drink. So I encourage you, you know, to look at this business model, try it out and begin your business. Please like, comment and share. Let me know your comments. Let me know what you think about this and how it's helping you, and how it's helping you run to the bank. You know, don't forget, please share this video to your friends, to your loved ones, so that they can begin a business, or so that they can also upskill their businesses if they already started doing something, you know, similar, or even have an additional option to whatever they're already doing. Thank you, and see you in my next video.